All right, we're starting our section number 7 out of 9. Just walking away from Monarch Pass. Just left Chick, Sandy, and Suzanne. Really had a great time in Salida with those guys. Good food and lovely patio dining. Nice time. Anyway, now we're on the other side of Monarch Pass, and that's our trail. Just walking along the Monarch Crest here on the south side of Monarch Pass. Pretty nice. Great sign, very clear. This interesting little shelter structure back here. Just kind of open on one side, and I guess if it's raining or you need a place to camp, that's probably pretty good. Just went through Marshall Pass. Hardly no one there really. Been pretty quiet today. Seen a handful of mountain bikers, handful of hikers. Pretty mellow, pretty nice. We're a couple miles into our, day, maybe it's 34, on section 7 here, and just stopping here to admire this view, which is pretty nice. A little more cloud cover today, which is pretty nice for hiking as long as it doesn't start pouring rain. So looks pretty good. And today we're gonna continue down this trail. I think we're gonna go about 15 miles, maybe a little over, and make it to Baldy Lake. This is a third different type of forest we've gone through today. There are aspens in here. Getting into cow country here. Smells like cows. Looks like cows. But so far, I haven't seen any cows. Just wondering where the cows are. They're up here. I think we're entering an area called Sergeant's Mesa. Kind of a high, flattish plateau that we get to walk along for a couple miles. Got about 5 miles to go, 4 miles till Baldy Lake. This trail has been kind of tough today. not terrible, certainly well marked, but I know you can kind of see it's just really, all this stuff is really loose, so it's very like unstable walking through it. So kind of a lot of work, kind of getting tough on the knees and ankles, but we are getting there. All right, we finally made it to Baldy Lake. Happy to be here. Are looking for a campsite. Actually, there's plenty of places to camp here, like right there, and there's no one here, which is kind of interesting. Anyway, I got some water filtering. I'm just gonna start to get ourselves comfortable here after a pretty tough and tedious day. Now that we're not hiking anymore, I'll say that about 80% of the trail today really sucked. The terrain is nice, it's a nice area, but it's a really rocky area. There's not a lot of topsoil, and there are motorcycles allowed on the trail as well as mountain bikes, so I think the wheeled travel, especially the motorized stuff, really tears the trail up. And so there's just like a lot of loose rock, really exposed big rock, and it's a rocky area. Not a big deal for a couple miles. We're used to that, of course. But it was 15 miles of that, so it was like really hard to just like be able to walk and place your foot down on the ground somewhere where you wouldn't break your ankle and fall. So every several steps, wherever you put your foot, something would move, and you kind of stumble around and trip and try to gain your balance again and move on. And so it's just kind of slow and tedious and hard work. I don't think I've ever gotten so sweaty and out of breath on a not particularly steep trail. Anyway, rant over. Not really a rant, more of a commentary, but I guess it was hard. We didn't love it. In any case, we're here. So that's nice, very peaceful, very quiet, not windy. The water's warm, and we're gonna get settled here and get to some camping.